morning, Stitch Roadies. Thank you for stopping by. If you're new to this podcast, this is a podcast about, supposed to be about cross stitch, but it also has a lot of life in it. So it's interesting because I just had a conversation with some Stitchy friends. I had an opportunity to go to Stitch group at Acorns and Threads, and the conversation was around Flosstubers and all of our personal preferences, and that's kind of the way you know, you fall in love and fall out of love with Flosstubers, just depending on not only where they are in their lives, but where you are in your life. And I tend to be one that likes a floss tube that's not, is under an hour. I generally don't have that big a chunk of time. And so some of my favorites are usually over an hour. Then I end up having to take the watch in 2 or 3 sessions to get through it. So, and I kind of don't want to listen to myself that long. So I tend to make shorter floss tubes. With that said, today's not one of those days. No. So you need to go to the restroom. You need to get a drink. And depending on the time zone you're in, it can be alcoholic or non-alcoholic. This is going to be a little bit longer than the normal because it's in. It has like 3 segments. I was shopping at Acorns and Threads, and I bought some charts that when I got home, I realized that the cover photos, as is true many times, did not do the projects justice. And so I decided to, the next time I was at Acorns and Threads, to take my video camera and video the shop and get you a real-time view of the project that the chart that I bought. And then when I was at Stitch Group, one of my fellow stitchers had started a Flosstube channel, and he had also finished a 3-year project. Yes, full coverage. And so I have a segment of him talking about his project and his Flosstube at the end of this video. So G's going to put it all together. Initially, this is like a regular floss tube that I would do. Then there's a segment of the shop, and then there's a segment of Mac, the anime stitcher. And I will put links down below in the drop-down box in the show notes, or whatever you want to call them, for links on how to find everybody. Construction is still going on around here, and I did not realize how impactful, I know, we've never actually had construction done while we were living in the house, except for once we did a bathroom remodel like years, like 30-some years ago, and we did it ourselves. So I did not realize how impactful it was to the rhythm of your life, because G and I are used to going out a lot together. We like to take drives. We like to go antiquing or going to secondhand stores. We like to go out sometimes for a happy hour. But that all has changed the pattern of our life, because someone always has to stay here most of the time because there's questions to be answered. And so we tend to take turns on who has to stay home with the noise and the questions and who gets to go out. Of course, we've both been sick, and so that has limited a lot. And this is probably going to go on for another 3 months, is my guess. Another 3 months. So it's we're just going to have to hunker down and settle into it. And I can't tell you enough how much I am grateful for my crafting and stitching life. And I'm really grateful that I'm married to someone who has hobbies too, because otherwise I think he would go stark raving mad. but there's we both are just we like to create, so we're never bored. We're never bored, but we have had a disruption to the pattern of our lives, which we're adjusting to. I have a lot to share with you. I did a Zoom. I don't drive at night. I have night blindness, and so I really can't see at night. Nobody wants me on the road. And so I Zoom with the Stitch group that meets on, if you go onto the calendar for Acorns and Threads, there's a group that meets like on a Tuesday night, and they started Zooming that group. And so I'm part of the Zoom Stitch, and you can sign up. It doesn't cost anything, and it's a lovely way to get out in the evening without getting out. Get to wear your jammies. So I was Zooming, and this is funny. This is leading up to a story. I hope you went to the restroom already. So I was Zooming, and Janine said that I got mail. I got a lot of happy mail. And she said, one, that my mailbox was not, couldn't hold anymore, so it wasn't in the office, it was out in the main room, and because there was a big box. So Janine and I like to open my happy mail together, and so I told her, since I wasn't there, to just go ahead and open it. And so it was very exciting. So the first piece of happy mail that I got was opened on a Zoom. And I can't tell you how adorable it is. Look at this. Look at that. It was in this, packed excellently. It survived the trip. Isn't she cute? And so Janine opened it on a Zoom. And Judy, this notepad is adorable, and it's magnetic. So that was a lot of fun. So this is going to have a place of honor in the beehive. I'm very thankful for all the kindness. I love connecting all of you together, and it especially is a happy place when someone finds another Stitcher in their neighborhood they didn't know about. And so this is such a great place to meet up with people. I totally forgot, because I'm so if you could see, and I'm not showing you, but if you could see this room, it's like the bomb cyclone that hit California hit this room. I was so worried about that weather pattern that I texted my nephew and his wife to see, is it okay? And she said it was pouring. But I forgot to share this Stitchy kindness with you. And I will put the links. This is a new designer, and you'll know her because Daisy Joe Designs, because I am doing the tree, the tree one that you where a tree, it's a book. You know which one I'm talking about. But she stitched this adorable pillow. Isn't that, and it's one of her designs. And she gave me a kit for a second one. So I'm going to give that away. And there's an adorable card in here too. Kimberly is her name, but it's Daisy Joe Designs. And I'm looking at cards entirely differently now because of my Patreon that I belong to for Van Accessible on stitching, crafting, journaling, all that. You know, all these cards that could be turned into floss tags or journal options. It's like I've turned into a hoarder is what I've turned into. So this is and I'll put the link for her shop. It's on Gumroad, but that is so adorable. And so there's a pattern and fabric and floss that is going to be going to one of you, and her goal, you know, I have to remember what she told me, but her goal was to pass on kindness. So if you could, the next person that gets this, if you could pass on a little bit of kindness. So if you're interested in this giveaway, please sign up. As always, please sign up as a subscriber to this channel, but also to sign up on her Instagram, and I'll put all the links below and her links for her shop. And but let's say thank you in the comments. Thank you to somebody in your life, not me. Thank you to somebody in your life. I like to know that there's lots of kindness out there. Heads up, at the very end of this video, that means after Mac talks about his floss tube, G will have a flyer posted up there with the winner of the $35 gift card to Fat Quarter Shop. Yeah, that's a good one, huh? Yeah. I thought this card was really funny. It's from my grandson, my son and daughter-in-law. That hysterical? Okay, so here we go. I just love this. Okay, this was donated by Melanie. It was kind of funny because we were both on the Jingle Ball, and I bought. I said in a floss tube that I bought this chart. This drum is absolutely stunning, but I bought the chart, and I think because I just got darn excited, I bought 2 of the finishing kits. Well, Marlene, is it Marlene? Oh, just hold on a second. It's Melanie. Sorry, Melanie. It's Melanie. And it totally cracked me up because she wrote, she used to scoff at people who said they bought 2 charts by mistake. Yeah, until she did the same thing. And I bought 1 chart, but 2 finishing kits. So we're combining a giveaway. And so she donated her second chart to one of you, and I'm donating the finishing kit. So if you're interested in this giveaway, use the word winter. And if you want to make a really funny, a very funny comment that includes all the keywords, go for it. Go for it. She also included this chart. Isn't that adorable? Which I'm going to do because at Acorns they have the finishing kit for this. So if you're interested in stitching this with me, you can order it from Acorns with the kit. It's Chubby Bird by Jeanette Douglas. Yeah, it's got the floss, the trim, and the little, yeah. So that's going to be one of my starts for this year is Chubby Bird. And so thank you so much, Melanie. It was so sweet of you. I have to show you this card that G gave me because I'm definitely going to be using that card. Of course, it's hard for me to cut out the sentiment, so I might have to use the sentiment in some kind of crafting thing. And then an adorable card from Kathy. That's a lot of hand applique on those quilts. And then Marlene, and I will list the people who have their own floss tubes, and I know Marlene has a floss tube, which I love, but isn't that a beautiful card? Okay, I'm kind of getting to the point. Oh, I have one more kindness that blows me away. Sandra was out shopping for her great niece, I think it was. Let me see here. Yeah, she was out Christmas shopping for her great niece, and she knew that she had to send me this kindness. It's so interesting to me how the world works, because I had already been contemplating wearing a watch again, and I think as I get tired of having to whip out my phone, maybe it's that a part of me wants time to slow down or to go back a little bit. But I had been contemplating wearing a watch. And so that this should come in, you know, when I went to Acorns and I picked up my mail, it's like, it kind of blew me away, because it's a combination of things that I love, which is bees, yeah, and steampunk. Yeah. G and I, you can probably go back. It's probably on the Quilt Roadies videos. We actually went to the International Steampunk Convention that was held in Tucson, Arizona. And it was fascinating. It was fascinating. But here she sent me a watch with a steampunk bee. Now let's see if I can... Is that not absolutely beautiful? It's been really hard not to... I wanted to show it to you in the box for me not to start wearing it right away. But thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, and she says, Sandra says to... she's reading Mad Honey, which is a great book, and to add Apollo 10.5 to my Netflix watch list, which I will be doing. I like this, what she said. I don't like the title bucket list, so I changed it to looking forward to enjoying list. I love that. I absolutely love that. My friend Margaret, she does a lot. Still got that little sexy voice going on. She does a lot of the samples, in the small samples in the glass case, and I just loved these pillows that she made. They are all by Erica Michaels. I won't show you them all, but it's these little pillows, and I love the color, and my color for the year is blue. And so she lent me the charts and tucked in some extra this is called Sequoia by Lady Dot Creates, because that's what she used. And you'll see them in the video, because they are in the same case as Jan Hicks. Jan Hicks's, because I have to show you my, I know it's a little disorganized. It is kind of chaotic right here. Yeah. Margaret started a Biscornu Day, and I jumped right on board, so I am with her on that. Biscornu Day at Acorns and Threads. And a Biscornu is an interesting little pillow. It could be just a little pillow or a pincushion if you want, but the one I'm working on is this one right here, Quirky Tomato. I'm keeping it in my Punky Pearl folder. So on Biscornu Day, I got that started there. And I'm thinking that I like this fabric, that I might make some of those pillows out of this fabric. Yeah. My first finish for 2023 was an exclusive with the Pacific Northwest Stitchers. And you should join that group, because every so often they have an exclusive, and then you don't have to wait for it to be released. But this is Heartstring Samplery, Beth Twists, and you can order the board and everything. And that was my first finish. I just love it. I just love it. I also started Becca, who is Sambry Stitches. Her birthday was on January 4th. I'm not doing the Sal, but I started the project that they're doing for her birthday Sal, because I am, oh, and be sure that you post your, if you're on Instagram, post your photographs to hashtag #LoveMyStitchSal. Love My Stitch Sal, anything you're stitching on could go in there. That's our Sal. That's our start-alongs, all of them. There's no date, there's no rules. It's just a place where we can cheer each other on. But this is the chart that she chose. With thy needle and thread, the maker and the mender, not the meander. And so I started that. Made a little start there. I love that. And what else do I have here? Oh, I just have a mess here. I ordered one of those Facebook Moments books. You know, it's like you can pick the pictures you want off of your Facebook page, because, you know, eventually I'm not going to be tech savvy. Eventually I'm going to be sitting in my recliner rocker, and I'm not going to know how to use a computer, but I'm going to have these books. So this is the second one I've ordered, and I just love them. I just love them. And they're advertised on Facebook or Instagram. So now we're down to, I believe we're down to haul. Okay. So I ordered this chart, and it came in. And this is the fourth one of the series. It's a 4-seasonal chart. So I am going to stitch these, not like this where they put it all in one, but I'm going to stitch them individually all on the same fabric, all the same size, framed, and I'm going to hang them. Yeah, that's what I decided to do. And since my color of the year is blue, and Jan Hicks' new release, Sampling of Lace Winter, I picked up that chart at Acorns and Threads, and it's done with NPI, which I have never stitched with, so I bought the NPIs. And I'm going to do it. My color of the year is blue. This chart came in, and by Plum Street Samplery, This Happy Morning, the barn had to have it. Look at that barn. Is that not gorgeous? Yeah. Saw this on Instagram. Yep, had to have it. Prairie Schooler. And then this is Peaceful Christmas Smalls, and you will see them in the video. This was the chart that I felt the cover photo did not do it justice. You just had to see how gorgeous, beautiful, and dainty these were. And so I did that video because of these. And there's the blue threads. Yep, love that. So I think that was, oh, my last piece of haul was that my package arrived from Cedar River Linens. That's Trixie Tricycle, who is now Trixie Tricycle. I dye linen. And so I mean, it came in this awesomely packaged box, wrapped in this Cedar River tissue paper, which included a Cedar River cedar. I might put that in my drawer where all my linen is. But I knew I wanted to get some of Jody's new linen or new fabrics, but I didn't know which one, because I wanted to pick out one to start Ellen Maximum Cross Stitch, her first design. I absolutely love that first design. So I wanted to use one of Jody's Cedar River linens, all links down below. And so, not knowing much, you know, I really am a fly by the seat of my pants kind of cross stitcher. I contacted Sue Stanley because she knows everything about textiles, and she knows Jody personally, and she has seen all the fabrics. So I said, can you talk to Jody and find out which ones, according to my skill level, might work, so I have a choice for this particular chart. And so I ordered 3 pieces, and I just love them. This one is Tephra. I'm thinking this might be the one that I use. I ordered 18 count 80 Ada Tephra. This is just lovely. Just lovely. I know the camera doesn't show it near enough. And then this one is Albarium 32 count. gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So I would definitely, I'll put the link below on how to check out Cedar River linens, and they come packaged absolutely stunningly. Well, I hope that I covered everything I wanted to cover, and I hope you've been able to hang in there. If not, take it in 2 segments, because you're not going to want to miss that next video segment, and that is a walk around at Acorns and Threads. And then you get to meet Mac, who works part-time at Acorns and Threads and is a full coverage stitcher. He doesn't balk at threads, a thread count that is like, I think his next project has like 230 different colors. Yeah, so you get to meet him. Thank you so much. I hope that 2023 is starting to move forward for you, and that you've picked a word or a color, if that is your thing. Mine is breathe and blue. I'm looking forward to this year. I hope our paths cross. I really love you guys. Well, Stitch Roadies, I've arrived at Acorns and Threads. The reason I've decided to do a video today is that, as you've seen in my haul, I chose some beautiful charts by Jan Hicks in my color of the year, blue, but I did not think that the cover photo of those charts really showed you the beauty of those pieces. So I decided to bring the camera along with me to Acorns and Threads and show you in person what those pillows look like. So stay tuned. So here I am, and I'm just going to go directly over to Jan Hicks' display, and then we'll do a walk around the rest of the shop, okay? Oh, but look at these. Aren't these cute? Oh, I tell you. Okay, so here's the trunk show for Jan Hicks. I mean, can you even believe that? Oh. And these that are the Carolyn's balloons are so adorable. And it's by Seasons, which is really fun. I think the color on this this fabric, which I don't know what it is, but it is really awesome. Here we're going to go around Winter Cottage. Zen Garden. This is fascinating. Get a little bit of glare on the glass, but it's like a mirror image. And then it's all framed, and this is mat board that's cut like the frame on a window. And Flora Graphics. But all of Jan's patterns are here. And then I just really wanted you to see this because, let's see, how do can I open this? Yes. Oh, don't tell Janine I opened it. Because this is the charts that I bought. The Peaceful Christmas Smalls. They are absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Here's the other one. Aren't they gorgeous? I definitely, those are on an early start list for this year. Yeah, so let's take a walk around the rest of the shop. have a sister that you need to stitch this for. I know I have this one on my list. All the DMCs. Fabrics. What's that?
Isn't that great? This is November Quaker by Wendy from Petrus, Wendy Petrus from the Heart Needle Art.
That is the cutest squirrel in the world.
And I modified it so it says November there, and that motif is over there, but now it says A&T. Isn't it adorable?
It's adorable.
And that's done with Woolly Bully, which is an exclusive color for us. Woolly Bear and Cinnabar Medium.
And did you frame that here at the shop?
Yes, we framed it here at the shop. It's hot off the framers.
Hot off the framers. Because you can have your stuff sent here and framed.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
And we'll
So
mail it back.
what's that? You won't mail it back?
No, we will mail it back.
Oh.
Well, unless it's really cool, and then it might accidentally fall off the
Right.
truck.
Oh, it got lost in postage. Huh? Yeah. So what's the exclusive color?
Woolly Bully.
I think I need some of that.
So it's Gloriana. Let me show you.
Okay. We're going to come over here. I'm walking fast so you can see it. Exclusive thread. So when you call in,
Ask for Woolly Bully.
Woolly Bully.
This is an off dye lot of Woolly Bear, which is a Gloriana silk color. Because when it first came in, I didn't read the words all that well, and I thought it said Woolly Bully. So as I was putting it up, I kept singing Woolly Bully, and then realized it's actually Woolly Bear for the caterpillar.
Okay, I can't shake the camera because I'm laughing. Okay. Okay.
So once I realized that it actually is Woolly Bear, whenever I order it, usually, not every time, but usually when I order it, on the little order sheet, I carefully white out Bear and I write in really small letters Bully. And I don't know if it amuses Anne and Jillian. It amuses me. I don't know if it amuses them or not. But when they had an off dye lot, and you can see, it's just a little different, but beautiful in its own right.
Yeah.
They offered me, they couldn't use it for what they wanted to use it for. So they offered it to me and said they would name it Exclusive Woolly Bully. I went, yes.
I will order that. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So I have a lot of skeins of this.
Okay, so I need that.
It's beautiful.
In my basket. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're back to the back room, the annex, and we're going to go stitching.
Excellent. Have fun.
Thank you. Bye. And here's Mac to talk about his last finish.
This is, it took me about 3 years. I started in January 2020. And so this is an anime I really like called Sword Art Online. So on this character here is Yuki, and the one on the other side over here is Asuna. So it's 81 colors. It's about almost 80,000 stitches. The exact count is 79,534 stitches.
And what program did you use to get that to a chart?
To make it, this one I used a KG chart. On future projects I'm going to use a different one called Wind Stitch, which I like even more than this one, but this was the first one I did this, this is the first project I did in cross stitch for a long time. I looked up on YouTube to find how to get back into cross stitching, and then I found full coverage, and I was like, oh, that looks really cool, I think I want to do that. So I really love doing full covers, but yeah.
It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
And I don't know if people like seeing the back of things sometimes, but here's the back.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Wait. Oh, I do that. Yeah.
Yeah.